We all love the stories where the mighty dragon guarding the gold is slain, or when true love is found just before the hope for love is lost, or when the unsuspecting underdog goes from being picked on to becoming a world champion. But what about your story? The Fitt Odyssey is the story of how ordinary people become superheroes, and it all starts with a call. The call can present itself in many ways. It can be when we step onto the scale, when a relationship falls apart, or at the point of realizing how much of a struggle it is to keep up with our kids. The call is not always pleasant, but offers the opportunity to embark upon a new journey. Once the call is answered, we begin our trek up the mountain. The climb up the mountain can seem daunting, as it represents all that we want to achieve. At the top of the mountain lies our goals and dreams for a new life. Conquering the mountain requires a clear picture of what we expect. Once we conquer the mountain, we are much closer to the reality of our dreams. Beyond the mountain lies the forest, where we discover unknowns as well as a familiar past. When the moon hits the trees, we see both light and shadows, the light of a new path, but also the shadows of our current limitations. The forest represents the first step of introspection, where we begin to be honest with ourselves. And just at the brink of gaining clarity of what we want and how we plan to get there, we come face to face with the bear. While terrifying and seemingly posed as a threat, the bear is actually the most eye-opening encounter of the Odyssey. The bear forces us to examine our true will and desire for better. It reveals our fears, bad habits, and excuses. Overcoming the bear changes the trajectory of our life. But this requires a leap of faith. As we leap over our fears and doubts, we are open to new possibilities. Our former self left behind, while the new version of self awaits on the other side, ready for new beginnings. New beginnings that allow us to be reborn. The rebirth is met with a newfound sense of confidence, direction, and a fresh new attitude about life. We look back at our old self with gratitude as we clearly see how far we have come, coming full circle. This time stronger, fitter, and better. This time with a new outlook of the world, which now presents an amazing opportunity to reintroduce ourselves and get reacquainted through a new lens. Now equipped with the discovery of unique powers and self-love, we are ready to write our own story. One filled with wonder, hope, and purpose. With the world at your feet, what quest will you conquer next?